Good morning and welcome to the House of AO. We are quickly going to go over some of the interesting features and a few things to look out for. Let's get to it. Unless something has changed, when you first log into the PTR you will create your character, but you will be unable to skip the season. The very first character you have will need to finish the starting quest. Fortunately, it is easy and quick, and then you can continue on to Kayavashad. To immediately level up to 100 you will need to talk to the boost man next to the portal in Kayavashad. When you do this, he will reward you with some gear, gold, and some materials for crafting and such. A quick tip is to create a bunch of characters and strip them for their gold and gear to help outfit one character well. In Kayavashad next to the blacksmith is a small chest. It contains a tempering recipe for upgrading your gear. The next thing we'll talk about is the pit. This is the proving ground for your character. At first glance it will seem to be way too easy, but the difficulty quickly ramps up. Remember, it goes all the way to 250. By the time you reach level 40 plus, you will start to feel the burn. A few things to note are death is not the end. If you die, it will simply add a few seconds onto your time, but you should still have enough time to finish the pit and reach the end boss. The mobs inside are your typical nightmare dungeon mobs. The end boss, on the other hand, has a few tricks up his sleeve. He is definitely more powerful than a normal boss, and they will summon an echo of another boss. At higher levels, these mechanics can be instantly fatal and one-shot you with ease, so be aware. If you finish with enough time, it will reward you with a few legendaries and some crafting materials. You may even get a unique item, or two. You will also unlock the next levels based on how fast you finished it. Next, we'll go over the new Helltides. They've listened to the players, and this is no longer a grind. A few new mechanics make this actually enjoyable. You'll note there is a progress bar on the upper right of the screen. By engaging with the mobs, you'll fill this bar. When it is full, you will be assaulted by a few waves of more heavy hitters. There is also a large worm that will emerge occasionally and spew forth hordes of mobs. The density doesn't seem to be a problem, and getting enough cinders for the chests is easy enough. You will want to get as many crystals as these will be needed for upgrading at the smith. During the Helltides, you will pick up baneful hearts. On your map, you will see a large skull with horns. If you take 3 of these hearts to that location and place them on the stones, it will unlock a wave of monsters with a boss at the end. This isn't too difficult, but it isn't something you'll necessarily walk through either. Altogether, the Helltide changes are good and something to look forward to. I'm not going to go too in-depth with crafting, but be aware that some of the greater affixes can be insane. I received a staff with 45% attack speed on it, making it faster than a wand. You can also get multiple greater affixes on items, and these can happen on uniques and ubers as well. I will point out one thing I'm not sure if many people noticed, and it might get nerfed, but during tempering you can add both poison and shadow damage to a weapon and offhand item. I've tested it, and these will trigger Tal Rasha stacks, meaning you can get up to 75% multiplicative damage boosts with a maxed ring. I've gotten over 15 uniques so far, but of course I could not manage to get the fractured winterglass yet. When I do, we'll be revisiting my build, but for now Blizzard will have to do. Thanks for watching. If you found any of this information useful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. As always, fare thee well and happy gaming.